There is magic every week on a baseball diamond in Chalmette. Young people who can't walk run the bases.
And kids who struggle to hold a bat can knock the ball out of the park. Nancy Parker reports on a League of Angels and the hearts that help them fly.
Setting up Field 6 at Val Reese Park is like preparing for a major league game. Players suit up, warm up.
Next up, number 46, Bryce Favalora.
And gear up
Run!
for a baseball game that is anything but ordinary.
We've only been spectators, never thought that we would actually have her playing, you know, as a team member.
For these athletes, it's an extraordinary chance to soar.
I feel great.
Why?
Because I got energy and powerful.
This is the League of Angels. Young people with disabilities displaying abilities they've never imagined.
I never thought this was going to happen. It was just an idea, and then it became a reality, and it's just amazing.
Courtney Nunez got the ball rolling a year ago on the nonprofit. She watched special needs athletes play in New Orleans with the Miracle League and was especially impressed with one young lady.
Number 1 is Jordan Mesh.
37-year-old Jordan Mesh was born with a rare genetic disorder. Denise Mesh is her mom.
She is described as a pretty good little athlete.
She is. She can hit the ball.
Jordan was my inspiration because her mom used to tell me she used to go all the way to like Slidell or New Orleans just to bring her to be involved with a sports league. And I was like, we need something closer, closer to home. So one day I decided to go talk to President McGinnis and a group of people. I was like, we should start a league just for the special needs and handicapped, just so they can be part of this community.
Chalmette High senior Gabrielle Gaillot runs the bases with help from her big brother, Zach.
She has a power chair that she doesn't like to use because she wants her brother to go around the bases as fast as he can. Everybody, crowd goes crazy because they think that she's going to fall, but she doesn't.
10-year-old Glenn Walker was born with strikes against him.
It started out with brain cancer, and then, he had brain surgery at 18 months. And then by the time he was 2, he was diagnosed with autism. He's still here, so we're good.
We have the steps for them to put their feet on and be able to show them where to stand in the box. And then we have the turf field, and then we have the bases that are flat so they won't trip and fall.
2, 3, go!
Mary Miller's autistic grandson, James Dobson, blossoms here.
When I run to home base, I usually slide.
He slides in every time. No matter what, when he makes that home run, he's sliding in. That's his favorite.
This is August Hill.
They diagnosed him with agenesis of the corpus callosum, which is a piece of his brain in the center that's missing. I find his comfort zone is here. He's excited before the game, during the game, and after the game.
A team of volunteers have as much fun as the athletes.
Come on, Emily, you can score. Do it, baby. Don't blink tonight.
Helping the Angels score.
So we have a sidekick assigned to each child. So they have help, and they know where to go, they know to run to first base, and then they know to when to come home and all.
When I'm on the field with Jordy, I tell her to get ready, and I tell her to put her hands on her knees. So when the ball comes, she's ready to get it.
It's miraculous that Jordan can play the game. Her mother remembers the grim advice doctors told her years ago.
She has Cornelia de Lange syndrome, and she's never going to do anything. You should put her into an institution. And I'm like, she's 2.5. She weighs 20 pounds. I'm not doing that. And she said, well, and this was her exact words, just take her home and love her then.
Number 29.
Love helped Jordan defy the odds and inspire.
People have told me I've had a really rough day, and then Jordan comes and smiles at me, and it makes it better.
Everything's better on this field of possibilities.
It was a hard road. Something to accept that your child may never get
get married, have kids, do everything that my son is doing, but I wouldn't have it any other way. When we come out and she plays ball with her brother and the kids and the parents and everybody, this community is so excited to have this.
As long as he's happy, I'm happy. Hey, are you happy? I love you too.
They love it, all of them. And the thing with the kids is this, they're competitive, but when someone hits the ball really good, they're all excited for them. Yeah. They celebrate each other.
1, 2, 3.
Nancy Parker, Fox 8 Local First.
The St. Bernard Parish Sports Hall of Fame provides the fencing and also the money for the special field. Generous community sponsors help keep the games going. Kickball and basketball are next on the schedule.
I love that,
Isn't that
huh?
awesome? They're on top of the world.
They really are.
Yeah.
Good stuff out there.
Absolutely.
I want to see him do basketball
I can't wait.
and kickball.
I know.
Really? Get on it. All right. If you're on the road in Covington, you may pass history behind the wheel of a pickup.
Philip Sharp still drives around town and meets friends for lunch at the age of 109. Nancy Parker went for a spin with this more than century-old easy rider.
Philip Sharp takes his time. Walking to his pickup is a joy.
Hey, Win.
Can I ride with you?
Yes, if you trust me.
I've never ridden with a person that's 109 years old before.
His hearing is nothing to shout about, but his mind is as sharp as his name.
Do you have a hard time driving, or is it easy for you?
I have drove a long time.
Born in 1909, the first year Abraham Lincoln's face was on the penny, Sharp was always more comfortable on a horse, as a cattle herder and a farmer, and he loved cars.
I drove old T-models, I drove trucks, I drove everything but an 18-wheeler.
Let's go. All right.
We took off in his truck, headed to Barker's Corner for his favorite chicken and dumplings.
We used to plow on mules, horses.
This was all dirt roads when you were growing up, huh?
I remember when there was a house in here.
What?
We never got electricity in the 40s.
Navigating the two-lane roads at a pretty good clip. The Fox 8 photographer followed.
We'll slow down a little bit so he can catch up with us. Slow up, now slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up. There you go.
We got them counted, we had 2,021 head.
2,000, oh, watch out. 2,021 head.
Yeah, that's what we had.
How far do we have to go?
About 2 miles, a mile and a half, something like that.
Which way are you going? That way. Okay, you're good.
We made it.
You're a good driver.
Hello, Mr. Phillip.
How we doing?
How are you?
I reckon I'm doing all right.
Hey, Boo. Good to see you with the cap today.
At his favorite lunch spot, he's a rock star.
Mr. Phillip is definitely a regular, Nancy. He's here probably 3 days a week, definitely every Thursday for chicken and dumplings.
How you doing? You been doing pretty good?
Yeah. Sharp is the main attraction for diners. He takes a seat, holds court.
Doing okay? All right.
Yeah.
And requests entertainment.
Where my cue?
I told him that, well, I was still his girlfriend, right? And he said, yeah, but I brought a woman with me today in my truck, and she was pretty.
We love to have him here, and when people come, they don't believe his age. They think he's in his 80s, and we tell them no. They want to see his driver's license.
I wanted to see his license, too.
It says that you are up for renewal in 2024.
Multivitamin, generic multivitamin, he takes every day. That's it. That's it. Nothing else.
You think you can do 115?
I don't know.
I might come back and do another store.
I don't cross the bridge before I get to it.
That's always a good way to be.
The Lord makes them birthdays. It ain't the people.
Nancy Parker, Fox 8 Local First.
Wow.
That is a story, huh?
Unbelievable. I love the driver's license.
And when I was watching, I'm like, does he have a driver's license? The investigator reported, then like, yes.
Oh, yeah,
and then
so you're going to investigate if he doesn't, right?
Yeah. No, I would not to him. Hey, he can still drive. And
that is incredible. Way to go.
Love that story.
Yep.
A German couple visited the U.S. for the first time ever this summer, and there's a reason their first stop was New Orleans.
Christian Erdwich's bone marrow changed the life of a 16-year-old Belle Chase girl 5 years ago. Well, since then, the families have been related, literally, by blood. Nancy Parker has this story.
Gallia Hall, which is during Mardi Gras time, is a big place where the kings and queens of the Mardi Gras parades, they toast each other there.
Troy Remy is showing Christian Erdwich around. New Orleans is a lot different from Germany.
There's streetcar tracks. There's a streetcar actually coming right now. That's one of the symbolic histories of our city. We took them to the French Quarter. We took them on a ferry.
They leave us sleep in their house and show us everything, so it's amazing what they did for us.
But what Christian did for Troy Remy's daughter 5 years ago is incredible.
For someone in Germany or halfway around the world to selflessly go into a clinic and give his bone marrow for somebody he doesn't know and take time off work and then to save someone's life, that's incredible.
In May of 2013, Barrett Remy was diagnosed with myodysplasia, or MDS. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital was the perfect place for Barrett. She'd undergo chemo, radiation, and a bone marrow transplant.
There's so many children at St. Jude who don't find a match, and it's unfortunate.
Christian Erdwich, then a 23-year-old man on a donor list in Nuremberg, Germany, was the perfect match.
You know, someone was standing at the bedside of Christian, took that bone marrow from him and had to deliver it to St. Jude at her bedside less than 24 hours.
I can't believe it until now that I saved the life of a person, you know, so it's just like I did it because I wanted it. It was a voluntary thing. It was luck that I was a match for a person out in the world. So, yeah, I don't know what I can say about it. You know, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable for me.
A couple of years later, Barrett met Christian for the first time under the Eiffel Tower. Their bond was set for life.
I call her my blood sister, and she calls me her blood brother. That's nice.
The Remy family traveled to Christian's wedding in Germany, and this summer...
9 hours flight. It's our first time here in America. We're so excited about that, and it's a nice experience here, really.
The Remys hosted Christian and his new wife. Barrett and her blood brother posed for pictures in the park and all around town. And Barrett took pictures in front of LSU Nursing School, where she's now a student.
And the outcome's been fantastic. She's a student at LSU Nursing right now. She's back to her old self, and it's amazing the modern mystery of medicine, what brought us together.
I'm lucky that I can do something for another person, you know, and I'm lucky to saw her make her normal things, saw she's getting well, saw she can go studying, make her school, make her life, so yeah, that's enough for me.
When you first find out your child has cancer, there is no instruction manual for that at all. St. Jude actually showed us exactly what to do, and they brought Christian into our life in a very roundabout way.
Christian says he's coming back to New Orleans, and...
they like to go to Naples next year, and so we try to meet them there. So the family's getting bigger now since that day.
Nancy Parker, Fox 8 Local First.